Call me successful.
Can you believe that we're back here, Avi? Season 2.
Yeah, already. The first season flew by.
It was. We met so many incredible people.
I think it's the people and the journey as well, right? Like, and then having the one conference, having the podcast series there as well. It's been an incredible 12 months.
It really has, and I think it's really opened up a lot of conversations with people. Like, obviously, our big question is, what's your definition of success? And everyone seems to have their different definition, which I really love. Even this season, we've interviewed a few people as well, and it always changes, and it's so cool to see the likes of someone like Alex Jordan, as an example. We would put in a very successful basket, I would imagine. And his definition of success was being able to be there for his family, to have the gift of time, whereas others would be like to have Alex Jordan's level of wealth. So
Yeah, and then we've had some people who've said, "Oh, I've just Googled this last night because I was expecting this question."
yeah,
So I think there's a lot of people that are fluid in that definition as well because it changes for them every 2-3 months, which was amazing to see.
what was your takeaway from the season?
I think the thing I really enjoyed was I think we had like 2 or 3 guests that used the podcast in a way to break news. And it was big industry news as well.
True.
So it's so early on for us to have that happening already on Call Me Successful. I thought it was like real fun and real testament to the kind of vibe they were giving out there that it's a safe space, right? They're like, okay, can I talk about this? But can you not announce it for 2 weeks? That's been amazing for me. It's like seeing all these things coming out and then people tuning in to see, oh my God, where is he opening his office? Where is he going? What was the story behind that?
Yep.
Can you actually ask him that? Can you ask her this? So that's been my highlight. What about yours?
I think my highlight has been I see all the edits before they go out and making the trailers and making something really fun and engaging. And I think everyone's got on board that too, which I love. Like, who was a great example? Who was your favorite trailer? I think Steve Mutton's was really good. Matt Strama was a great one. And we're just kind of making it engaging and making it fun and making people go, oh, geez, hang on a minute. What are they talking about? It's getting a bit spicy.
Yeah, I love that. And it's like the intrigue builds up, right? I wonder what they're going to say. I have to tune in. And the trailer brings out something totally different to what they're going to say anyway. But it's been entertaining watching it. And I think the one conference trailers were pretty cool as well because that one was like everyone all packed in together.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we had so many views on that. That was amazing too.
What are your thoughts now being a part of a podcast? Do you think it's an essential part of a marketing plan, or where do you think a podcast is for people?
I think it's very essential to have something out there that showcases your brand, but showcases more of who you actually are and what you like to know about people. And look, the beautiful thing, Dan, is that we actually haven't had to convince people to come on. Like
Yep.
it's a question like, yeah, let's pop on, let's do this, That's been really cool for us as both hosts is that it's not just the brand, it's just the reputational aspect of, we carry their reputation as well on the podcast. So everyone's jumping on and it's been amazing.
I think we've put a lot of time and effort into quality and making sure, even outside of the podcast, that at Ray White AKG, that everything they see is polished, that the videos, we're putting so much time, effort, finances, you name it, into making sure that everything people see is top notch, world class. And I think people like to be involved in that. And that's probably a big conversation I have with a lot of agents, offices, companies nowadays is, well, why do you use high quality media? It's, well, it builds trust with everyone. Then you can leverage media to build stronger collaborations, bigger trust with people around you. If you're looking to recruit new agents, well, we've got great media. If you're looking to build new partnerships, there's just so much. It's unlimited what media can actually bring to a business.
And I think following up on that is a lot of people have asked both of us, hey, how can I do my own?
Yeah,
So now we've got that ability for them, Dan.
exactly. We're heading into a new space, and I think education's a massive part, and we're going to be providing a lot of education. And as this built, we've been plugging holes the last 12 months going, okay, this is the next gap. Oh, crap. Okay, we weren't ready for this. We need to hire this person for that. And I think you're right. It's now to the point of how can we teach? How can we educate? How can we bring people up to a level of standard which cuts through the noise? I think that the barrier to entry has never been lower in social media. However, what that means is anyone can jump on and means the quality's low. But can we teach and can we be a part of people's journey in terms of bringing that standard up so they catch eyes?
Yeah, it's like almost like having your own channel, right?
Exactly.
And you can choose the topics, you can choose what you want to educate people on, be guided by you guys as to how that looks,
Yep.
how the post looks, which audience you're targeting. So it's all these things, new things that I've learned in the last 12 months as well. Then I'm actually sitting there talking about it to people. I'm like, oh, how the hell am I talking about this? Because I've learned it from you guys, but I think it's been really cool to do this.
Can we talk about your last 12 months at AKG?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh goodness, yeah, okay.
I think whether you think media has helped leverage a few, like there's obviously been awards. It's been a massive year for AKG as a whole. How, in your opinion, how does media leverage that success?
I think part of it, the fundamentals of real estate is like you got to be good at what you do, right? But now you actually have to be good at telling people what you do and how you do it. So media is an essential component of that. If it's like you can't sell a secret. So if you're really good and no one knows about it, then what's the point?
Yep.
Right? How do you market yourself? How do you market your brand? How do you market your way of carrying yourself? How do you market your results? So what I've learned over the 12 months is like we've been able to amplify that. Like you use the word omnipresence. It's so crucial now, right? Like, yes, posting on Facebook is cool. Posting on Instagram is great. But what does that mean? Who are you targeting? Where is that going? And like, is it video? Is it voice? Is it text? Like when you guys have started with us, we've just like gutted all the text, right? Like our social media hardly has any text. So media is a crucial part of the process. It's not the main part. It's not the overarching part. But it plays a crucial part. So I think the AKG journey is this: we've been able to tell a story about not just our successes, but what our team is doing out there, how they're enjoying themselves, what they find eventful, what they find teachable out there. What are we telling our clients? So it's been amazing for me to just watch it unravel.
Yeah, you're right. I totally agree with you saying there is some businesses are doing amazing things. However, 99% of the population wouldn't know that it's happening. And you were obviously, before we went on this media journey, doing many things, and there's lots of growth and take on new offices. However, I think what media does, as you said, exactly, it amplifies the message and lets everyone know about it. And I don't think that's something that you want to create. We want to be humble about that. I don't think necessarily it's egotistical saying, hey, look how great we are. But it's a way of showing, hey, we're experiencing growth. Someone else has joined us. Someone else wants to experience growth with us. Check what's happening here behind the scenes of AKG. It kind of builds trust. It shows what happens within the offices, who the people actually are. And I think it's the next big thing. I think if as a company, if you're looking to grow and develop, you need to be a part of it.
And I think when you started, we sort of were worried about like that we don't come across as showy and all that other stuff. But the word you used with me was authentic. We just have to show our people as their authentic self. And I believe we've kind of got that right now.
Yeah.
It takes a while to get it right, but as long as we're showing the authentic self, the journey, the story, I think it comes across very nicely.
How are you getting in front of the camera? Are you enjoying it?
I'm getting better at it. It's not my most favorite thing, but the beautiful thing, I keep using that word, but people don't actually see the people behind the other side of the camera. So we've got a great team now that actually make us so comfortable doing this. It's like you come in, everything's prepared. They tell you the angles, they tell you the shots, they tell you the lighting. Sudeep's over there recording this one. Shout out to Sudeep. He does very well. But, the team have made me feel so comfortable doing it. And I think other people in the team have gravitated towards that as well. And there's a message out there to everyone to take it up.
Yeah, I agree. I think Sudeep's actually probably the most well-known behind-the-scenes guy. His name gets dropped in a lot of videos. I was like, Sudeep, who is this Sudeep fella?
Yeah.
The mask behind the camera. AKG Media has actually grown to 12 staff now within 12 months, which... I remember when our first conversation with you, is when we're coming over, you said, hey, just so you know, I've leased a new building. I was like, oh, wow, okay, that's a big move.
Without any clients.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Like, geez, what a power play. I absolutely love that. And it started off with 3 of us, Tia, myself, and a videographer. And now we've grown to 12, and it looks like it's not going to stop either. It's crazy.
I think any business, you have to take some risks. And we all sat there and took some risks. But what we were really focused on, that we knew that we were going to be better than anyone else. I think all of us who started together, we understood the real estate landscape, and when it's designed by the people that understand it, it kind of works better. So it's about the client, it's about the agent, it's about the property, it's about the story they're telling, and I think you guys have grasped it really well, and that's why people are voting with their feet and coming across and saying, "Hey, can you do this for me?"
Mm.
And Dan, one of the things that I love is that it's not just Ray White people. I don't want to drop all the brands, but there's like 6 or 7 different brands using us. There's industry groups using us. Now you're about to go to Melbourne. I'm about to go to Sydney. Like nationally, people are using us now as well because they realize that, oh, these guys actually know how to promote these things. And I mean, we've done a zoo gala. Like,
Yeah, right.
there's some of the stuff that we've all done together. It's been exhilarating, right? Like,
Really is. I always use this analogy that it's like walking into a back of anywhere with a ladder and a high vis shirt. You just walk into the back. Oh yeah, mate, sure, fix the light. It's like the same thing. If you've got a camera, a
mm,
stabilizer, people are like, oh, geez, come on through. Absolutely, bring all your friends, all your team, because exposure, it's such a currency in itself. And if you could do it right, I feel as though I think our plan when we came into this is we understand what agents want, and I don't think in the current climate that people's time is maximized, especially when we're talking video, because a lot of people don't want to be on social media their whole life in front of camera, spending hours a week doing it. So I thought, what if every house we can maximize opportunity with 3 or 4 videos? And what about when we go out to the Sydney Gala, rather than doing one promo horizontal video that goes for 3 minutes, what if we did 6 to 10 smaller, more engaging videos, which allows people to push that content out 2 or 3 times a week?
I think the beautiful thing about the team is that, and yourself, like when you say we know what the agents want, it also takes courage from the team to tell the agents, hey, I know you want this, or the client, I know you want this, but this is actually what you need as well. It's
Yeah.
it's a total different ball game, and then people start respecting that. Oh, these guys are actually telling me what I need to do rather than me telling them what I need. So I think a lot of people have welcomed you guys into their living rooms, into their businesses, into their events, and said, "Hey, can you recommend how I should be doing this?" And that's been great to watch.
Yeah.
And like what you say about 6 to 10 videos rather than just someone going out there producing one big shoot. Like
Mm.
I think that's what people gravitating towards. It's like you keep the attention longer, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, content is king at the moment, and I think for an agent, if we put it in their shoes, from their perspective, is they need to, at the very least, show that they've got social proof that they're selling. And when someone goes to hire an agent, this is what I say to our agents all the time, is if they're going to look you up and go, okay, who is this person and how do they present themselves? Oh, look at this, John. They've got so many videos of all these properties. Holy moly. But what they probably don't realize is some of those videos are actually the same house and we're just showing different ads. And I think it really helps an agent push their profile, push their advertising out there. I have that many conversations. I'd love your opinion on this on VPA. And I think it's a constant thing that we're trying to push and to educate agents and vendors alike is like why VPA is so important. And that's that's the big journey that we're heading, Terry and I especially, of how can we actually get into doors and help people say, look, did you know for $1,000 extra in media spend in terms of advertising, you could probably reach 100,000 people, and 100,000 people at 1%, let's say interest, was that 10,000?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's not right. That's 10%.
1%.
1,000.
1,000, 1%.
That's crazy to have an extra 1,000 people interested. What does that do to a price? What
So,
house are?
see, for us, it's all about creating competition. It's all about numbers. The more people looking at it will result in more inspections. The more inspections will ultimately result in more offers and better offers. So the challenge we have is that some consumers or clients will think that, oh, it's the same thing. I'll put REA domain wherever it is, or just, it's the same thing. But it's not. It's not. You actually have to have a proper plan about how you're going to execute the marketing. You have to have a strategy about where it's going to go. So the more eyeballs you have on your property, the better it is. And mate, when you say like 1,000 extra people viewed it, there's probably 3 sellers in there. There's
Yeah.
probably 10 buyers who've just missed out on another property. There's probably 10 new buyers who've just entered the market who are emotional that will need to buy. So it really makes a huge difference. Vendor paid advertising makes a huge difference. And if you can sell it to your seller and say, look, this is what I'm going to do, this is how much it's going to cost, they'll believe it because that's realistic. Like it all comes down to numbers. It's a numbers game in real estate. And I think lesser agents are afraid to put that in front of their sellers because they feel like they're going to lose the listing. But the agents that are dominating, doing well, they'll be the ones saying, no, look, you need a video, you need a marketing plan, you need advertising, you need floor plans, you need the drone shot. These are the agents who are going to win because they're going to have the attention not just from sellers, but they're going to sell the property for a better price.
So true. And I think if we look at the big players that get big VPA, we look at in the middle of Brisbane, luxury Brisbane, they're probably getting 0.5 to 1% of the house sale in marketing, which if we look at let's go our suburbs, South Brisbane, average price of $1 million. We're looking at $5,000 to $10,000 gold standard in VPA. In your opinion, how would you fill that in? If you've got $10,000, what would you use?
Great question. So look, obviously I think being on all the portals and dominating on all the portals is the right way to go, because the mix of investors and homeowners is very diverse across the portals. But also what you need is a strong social media marketing plan. Who's your target audience? Is it your database you're targeting? Is it a fresh database you're targeting? But in order for you to do that, you need a banging video. Like, it has to be so good, has to tell a story about the property. It can't be, hey, I'm Avi, welcome to 32 Smith Street. This is the toilet, this is the bathroom. This is what people are doing, right? So you need a proper video that's executed well. You need drone shots. You need to be in the letterboxes around the houses as well. You need to have investor letters. You need to have great database alerts. So I think 10K will do everything above and beyond. Now, if you asked me 12 months ago this question, I would have said you need newspaper advertising as well. I'm probably going off that because I think that a great social media campaign with great video probably covers everyone.
Agree. And what I love, and I think this is actually something when I'm meeting agents and talking to them, and we're talking ads and social media, and obviously it's my passion and I love speaking about it. We also love the results. And what we find is that you can actually, and people might not realize this, you can create different database audiences. And if, say, we get $1,000 in VPA for social media spend, we can send 500 of that to Sydney. We can send 500 to a locally. And then potentially, can we get even, let's say, another $500 extra, which then we can retarget them. We can see, hey, we saw that you were interested. You watched the videos. You went to realestate.com. You didn't inquire. How about we send you another ad just to remind you, just in case you've forgotten? Like, is it time to inquire now?
And I think what most agents don't understand, they feel that the portals are the only ones that can do that.
Yeah.
And that's where they're going wrong, because you guys can do that every day for agents.
Yeah.
The retargeting.
And another thing with that is we own the data then. We know who's looking. We understand what the watch time is and what works. If we can create, so this is our thing at AKG especially, we create multiple ads per house listing, and we do that for everyone that joins us. But what we can do there is we can put some ad spend behind video 1 and video 2. But if video 1's not working and no one really cares, let's put the money behind video 2. We've got so much more control when we're looking after it, basically.
I think the ability to change tact quickly is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, you can really see it in real time what's actually happening. Every 10 minutes, you can see how many views are.
Yeah.
I remember you guys did a video and there was like, after 3 hours, there's 20,000 views.
Crazy.
And I thought, oh, this video is a bit out there. Like, I wouldn't have done this. I wouldn't have done that. But then you look at it and like, oh, I can understand where you guys are going with this.
Yeah.
20,000 views in what, 2-3 hours?
Something like that.
It was insane, right? And that's the one you don't have to boost because it's organically doing well for the moment.
Yeah, exactly right. And you know what? I think a lot of people go, oh, look, I'm only getting 500, 1,000 views on social media. What's the point when other people are getting millions of views? But, and I actually spoke about this at the one conference, is as a real estate agent, typically you really need 5,000 people looking at you. At the end of the day, I mean, what are the numbers that people are doing farm areas?
About 2,000-3,000 homes.
Great, 2,000
Yeah.
to 3,000. So
Yeah.
let's double that on online because it's cheaper to do so. We've got 5,000 people. If we can work up to that, it would take you, let's say, $100 ad spend to get to 5,000 people on your property videos.
And all of a sudden, everyone's looking at it in different markets as well, right?
Exactly.
That's the beauty of it. And like you said before, it's like our buyers are coming from different states. Why don't we target Sydney?
Yeah.
Why don't we target Melbourne? And why don't we keep retargeting these people? Because the beautiful thing is they're future sellers. This is what I keep telling my people. It's like, these guys will be selling and they're researching you. They're landing on your page. They're seeing your boosts. So I think that's the bit that we're going to, and it's working so well.
A big thing that I remember as a 20-year-old is I saw Matt Lank jump on a jet ski or something to promote his property. It was like, oh, wakeboard. It was the coolest video I'd ever seen. And at that time, at 20 years old, I didn't care about real estate. It was so far away from me that it wasn't a worry. But I remember us watching it and going, oh, that was cool. And then I followed him and I saw all this really cool, high quality stuff that he was doing. I'm like, oh, this guy is awesome. I absolutely love this. Pair that with Ryan Serhan, all these big guys in New York that are absolutely crushing the marketing. And now we're at the point where anyone really has access to this. And if you can sell VPA, and let's say you only get $5,000 VPA compared to the average, I would say 3.5, 4, you can do so much more with that. And you're going to put your brand out there. You're going to find more sellers. But obviously the big point of this is to get your buyer. But in return of that secondary, you'll probably find another seller.
Yeah, 100%. It's so accessible, right? Before it was just a pipe dream for people to do these things. You can $1,000, you can do that Matt Lang video if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But 4 or 5 years ago, it's probably a 5K video, right?
Yeah.
So everything is so accessible. Like social media marketing is accessible. Posting a video, it's so easy now. Before you'll be like sitting there in a room for 2 hours downloading a video. Now you can do it in 20 seconds. So like it's becoming easier for us to do that. But at the same time, it's becoming harder for people to do that because they stop believing in it and they, "Oh, I'll just stick to the traditional tools. Why do I need this?" Like people inquire on the portals. Yeah, they will. But what if you create the inquiry? What if you create the competition?
And you know what? Something that I love too is if we look at Nurture Cloud at Ray White, it's so powerful. You put your database in there, it gives you hot leads. Hey, these people are looking. But what if you paired that with great digital advertising? And if we go, we know these people are hot leads. Why don't we send them some more ads? We turn this 30% chance of selling with anyone to a 60% chance that they're going to sell with you. We know they're going to sell, but they've seen your ads and you're like, geez, I can't escape this person. They're obviously selling. Oh, look at the suburb record. Oh my God, you've got to sell with that person. There is so much power now. And I think in prospecting, it's so exciting for agents if you do it right.
Yeah, I think it's propensity to sell, right? We can track propensity to sell. So we kind of know we have a 30 to 40% accuracy on our database of who's actually going to list. And then that's where you're talking about following them around on socials and then staying front of mind of them. So that's definitely something that we're definitely doing so well and we can work on more, I reckon.
It's exciting times. I know we both love the marketing and the tracking and
We can talk all day on that stuff. But there's so much to do in that space and that's what excites both of us.
big 12 months coming up. Can you tell me what can we expect from season 2 of Call Me Successful?
Oh, it's very exciting, isn't it? I think we've got a different vibe going on this season. It's the last year we had some really, really good guests. This year we're just continuing on that momentum.
Yeah.
There's some breaking news, some big products being launched, big businesses being launched, and I love the fact that we've got a different vibe of like between both of us. We've got agents from so many brands, business leaders from so many brands. We've got some industry leaders. We've got some agents coming up. Some agents are top of their game. We've got people flying in from Sydney to do the podcast, which is amazing. And I think we're going to be flying around to propel or amplify other people that want to jump on. From my perspective, like I think the audience are going to learn so many different things. And they're going to be blown away with some of the earth-shattering news and background to other people that they didn't know about. So, and I think you've got 3 or 4 really good guests already on it.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's just such a great gateway for people to understand people's stories. That's what I've loved about it. Like people you look at and you actually don't understand where they've come from or what their story's really been, but they've been super hyper successful. And then you get them on the podcast and you learn, oh, wow, you had obviously a pretty tough upbringing, which then made you a hustler, which then you worked your ass off to get to the point where you are now. It's been 10 years in the industry and you're an industry leader. Everyone's got their own unique story. And I think that's what inspires a lot of people is that you really can come from anywhere and be successful in real estate if you really hustle.
What I've loved about it, all of our guests just about but everyone's earned it.
Yeah.
No one's been given it. Everyone's earned it. So there's so much power in the stories that it's coming out. And that's what I've loved. It's their graftiness, their hustle and how they've done it. It's a lot to take out of it.
Stay tuned for a big season, season 2 coming up.
I'm excited, man. When is it launching?
Well, what's the date today? Does anyone know?
No.
I don't know either.
I think we're in April somewhere.
Well, to the people listening to this is the day it launches.
Okay, yeah, perfect. That was a very silly question, wasn't it?
It is. No, that's totally
we won't cut it out because it's all fun.
exactly.
Yeah.
Avi, I'm looking forward to another 12 months. The season 3 will be coming in the September, October. So we've got about 20 guests lined up for season 2 this year and early this year. We're going to learn some stuff. We've already had a lot of interviews. I think it's going to be huge. And who knows, maybe one day we'll be full-time podcasters.
Maybe. I love my day job though. But also, Dan, I think we're going to be at a couple of conferences as well, running it from there. So we're going to have so many great guests. It'll be amazing.
Let's do it.
It's exciting times.
Thanks, Avi. Boom.
Thanks, Sadiq.